Hey, Wolfenhouse here. Um, Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a great big world. Now there's a million worlds if you consider that ants have their own world, and giraffes have their own world, and animals have their own world, and you know, things that live in a microscope have their own world. But for the sake of our purposes, once upon a time, there was a world full of people, and it has come to my attention that the people, myself included, have felt a vast amount of fear. Boo! Boo! And several million, 100,000 boogeymen. Right? Boogeymen. Anyway, here's what I want to say. Boogeymen. Once upon a time, there was a great big ship that was called the Titanic. It was a real thing. And the Titanic was called unsinkable, so naturally it sunk. A lot of people went on to live their lives after the Titanic sunk. Even if they were on the Titanic, they got off the Titanic somehow. Some people jumped and were saved by lifeboats. Some people jumped and were not saved by lifeboats. Some people got into the lifeboats. Some people weren't able to get into lifeboats. And so there are so many circumstances and so many lives, and I just am confessing to feeling confused and afraid sometimes about circumstances. And I have to remember that once upon a time there was a little girl, or a little boy, or a little you, or a little me, or a little world, or a little place where there was fear and there was reason to doubt. And I'm just going to calmly unhinge my doubt. And it's not about hope. I mean, sometimes there's nothing to hope for. You just gotta keep going. Even if it means jumping off the Titanic and plunging into a freezing cold ocean and, risking death or even dying. But I believe life is eternal. And I'm talking about life. I'm talking about living and being wonderful, and life being wonderful. It's always going to be full of wonder, even if it's rotten. So, I'm thinking about childhood and how scary it can be. So, if there's any boogeymen in this room, if there's any boogeymen in this world, if there's any scary thing that everybody needs to run from, best to do it in an orderly fashion. And I'm gonna stare my monster in the face and say, boo. right back to it. So I'm not going to name you my fears. Everybody's fears are different. Everybody's circumstances are different. So I won't count them down. Probably very similar to yours. I'll just say that if you have to walk through the shadow of the valley of death, that doesn't sound too intoxicating, does it? Unless it was Halloween. Boo. Oh. Everybody's got their stories, right? Challenges and activities. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna be alive inside it, no matter what happens. It's the only way. So, yeah, this is a video response to myself, Mrs. Cheerful, Mrs. Affirmation Girl. Hi, Lisa Nova. Hi, Chris Crocker. Hi, happy people. Hi, confused people. Hi, everybody. Here comes the fall. Here comes autumn in Brooklyn, New York. 2008. So get out there. And I'm gonna go ring my chimes. Good morning, all.